Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Post to Post. My name is Neil. Thanks for joining me. We've got Vegas jersey news. We've got juicy news. It's about the reverse retro. Now, I have to rewind a little bit, okay? We're going to look at some leaks. We're going to look at some concepts based on the leaks, but I need to rewind. Back to April 26th, I made a video talking about Vegas's transition to have this be their primary home jersey for the upcoming season. Now, in that video, I also released a bit of information that I got from a source talking about a potential new jersey coming this season. I was told at the time that it was an alternate, and I'll play that clip for you here in a couple of seconds, but essentially I say that it's going to be a black jersey. I didn't know the striping, but it's going to be a black jersey, and it's going to have Vegas across the front, whether it's diagonal, whether it's straight. I didn't know at the time, but I knew that information on the 26th of April, but I said it was going to be an alternate. That's what I was told. That was the incorrect part, but I'll play the clip. Their new alternate is going to be a primarily black jersey. I don't know anything to do with the striping yet either, but on the front of the jersey, the logo, the primary graphical element on the front of the jersey, is not going to be this logo. It is going to be the text Vegas, and it is going to be across the jersey. I don't know if that means Vegas coming, I guess it would be this way, or Vegas going down, diagonally like Pittsburgh does and like the Rangers do. So that's what I don't know. But we're getting Vegas text on the front of the jersey. It's going to be black. That's what I know. So again, obviously the alternate part of that was incorrect, but the rest of it was highly accurate actually. So the reverse retro just got leaked on Twitter thanks to a wonderful person. Let's bring them up here on the screen actually. Give them props where props are due. Ali, I do not know how to pronounce the last name, I apologize. But they revealed a leaked photo of the kind of a real world concept where it was superimposed on a photograph that already existed from a different uniform, and then an actual kind of like flat lay uniform. And looks like it was taken on like a computer screen or an iPad screen with maybe like a glass cover on it or something. We've got some reflection of lights, so it's a bit secretive. I don't know really where this was taken. I don't really care. I just know that it's out there and it's available. So shout out to Ali for posting that. He also contacted me on Twitter and shared that information to me, or shared his tweet to me rather. And let's just bring up what he actually posted, a little bit bigger resolution here. Then we're gonna look at the concept based on this. So we get basically right in line with what I said in April, except for obviously it's not an alternate. It was about the reverse retro. So the information that I got was accurate for the most part. It was just about the reverse retro, not the alternate. So I can confirm that the source that I got that information from at least knows a little bit what they're talking about, that's for sure. So we've got a Vegas jersey that is primarily black with Vegas coming it down the front of the jersey diagonal. From what we can tell in the top part of the image, it's, we get that reflection of the light, so it's a little hard to see, but we can see some red and gold striping. You can see that replicated in the socks as well. The numbers are extremely stylized. I like that a lot. I really like that personality in the jersey. I think that's really cool. But the part that really, really stuck out for me was the pants, because a lot of times on pants, you'll see certain teams use like striping coming down vertically on the pants on the sides. That's extremely common, not just in the NHL, but in hockey in general. But if you look on this concept, if you see the pants, it looks like striping at first glance, but it tapers off near the bottom like the shape of a sword. Well, that's part of their branding, that's part of their lore, their character, and that is amazing. I love to see that on there. It makes it not necessarily feel retro, but it gives the entire uniform character. And I think that's really important when you're designing not only the jersey, but the uniform. So I love the fact that whoever made that decision to put that on the pants, love it. I really love that decision. I think that's going to transfer well in real life, real world scenario on the physical uniform rather. So let's move on to the actual concept, and this is by Orion Taylor, one of my favorite concept designers out there. I highly recommend you follow him on Twitter, and he did a really good job of taking that leak and kind of making an easier to view version of that leak, of the design. So we can see some beautiful gold. I mean, it's gaudy, it's in your face, it's disgusting, but we got it on the reverse retro, and I'm happy for that. I've embraced the gold. As you can tell, I'm decked in full gold here. So we got the beautiful gold striping. We've got some red. The pants, we already talked about the pants a little bit. The gloves look good, the socks look good. The Vegas coming down the front of the jersey. If you're familiar with my content over the past 5+ years, you'll know that I'm typically not a fan of textual style logos like this. Pittsburgh does it, and Colorado has done it in their history, and obviously the Rangers do it, and the Islanders have done it, and the Carolina Hurricanes have done it as of basically now, their away jersey. It is becoming very popular again, and I don't necessarily know why. I mean, I guess some people like it. Obviously, that's why they're doing it. But I think I'm in the minority, I guess. I don't really like it. But I think it's definitely more appealing when used in certain scenarios. For example, when the Rangers do it, it's acceptable because it's essentially all that they've done. But regardless, with that removed, it's too long of a word, Rangers. Pittsburgh, it doesn't work for me for the same reason. The Islanders for the same reason. Colorado for the same reason. It starts to work for me a little bit with the Carolina Hurricanes because they don't use Hurricanes, they use Canes. They're not called the Canes. I don't want them to be called the Canes, but visually the letters are bigger and they're easier to read. So I don't mind that on the jersey. Well, Vegas is, the same amount of letters. CANESVEGAS, same amount of letters, 5. So the letters on the jersey are actually bigger. So it kind of comes into the territory for me where, you know what, this actually looks okay. I'm okay with this, and I can't believe I'm saying that. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I'm kind of just right in the middle. I'm okay with it. I've accepted it. And Orion has done a really good thing here as well and put the proper old school style orange NHL logo on the front because, as you know, or maybe you don't know, the NHL is doing that for at least the reverse retros coming up in the new series. Those will all be announced hopefully sometime soon, so we can chat about them. I'm going on a cruise at the end of October, so I'll be gone from October 20th till November 7th, I think. I swear, if those reverse retro jerseys are announced during that time period when I'm not going to have access to internet, Twitter, YouTube, anything, I'm going to be very upset. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that they're announced in the next month so I can talk about them, so I can make videos about them. But anyways, I appreciate Ali throwing this out there. I appreciate Orion doing this concept up. And I appreciate the Vegas Golden Knights for playing it safe a little bit with the jersey, but also taking a bit of risk with the pants. I think that was a really cool thing that they did with the sword coming down. And as far as reverse retro, it's the Vegas Golden Knights. They don't really have anything retro to reverse, or they don't really have any history. So I don't exactly know where this jersey inspiration is coming from. I assume it's coming from an old Wranglers jersey that had Wranglers down the front. I could be mistaken because the striping is completely different from that jersey. So it might be just a combination between the previous reverse retro with a bit of angled striping and that Wranglers jersey with the text coming down the front. I guess we'll find out probably in the next month, hopefully. But yeah, let me know down below in the comment section. How do you feel about this? Do you think that the Vegas Golden Knights made the right decision here with this reverse retro? How do you feel about the text logos in general coming down the side? Teams are starting to use them way more. Is this a trend that you want to see continue? Do you want it to stop? Let me know down below in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you. I will keep my ear to the ground. Any news that we get, regardless if it's Vegas, if it's San Jose, we're going to be talking about San Jose uniform change coming up here, I think maybe tonight or tomorrow. So subscribe if you're not subscribed to catch that video. It doesn't matter. Whatever team releases information, whatever gets leaked, we will be talking about it on this channel. So if you are new, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I will keep you up to date on all the jersey news in the NHL, outside the NHL as well. We just talked about some AHL jerseys, I think, last week on the channel. Had some fun there. So I would appreciate you joining the family here, joining the community. And I'm looking forward to seeing down below in the comment section how you guys feel about this reverse retro league. Hope you guys having a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Adios.